going on? What's going on? Cowboys Nation, what's going on? I let a couple people get on, but for those that do get on, I apologize for my car, the way it sounds. I'm actually on the way to getting it fixed. Got an oil leak. Wait for a couple of people to get on, but yeah, man, it's a beautiful day to be a Cowboys fan. Nothing in particular happened, but you know how it is. It's time to go live. So I like my car, man. My car started off with like a slow. What up, Chad? So my car started off with like an oil leak a couple of months ago. And I want to do my inner Mark Holmes, because you know that's the big homie, that's the Godfather, that's who I learned from. And so my car had like an oil leak a couple months ago, but because it ran and stuff like that, decided not to really get it fixed like that. Like I can get by with it. I'll get it fixed eventually. What's going on, guys? So, you know, long story short, until now, it's gotten to the point where it's like the noise is unbearable, the shaking is unbearable, to where I have to go get it fixed. And I say all of that to say this: with our Cowboys, I guess I can get mad at the front office, but I can't get mad at them too bad, because all they've been doing with our team is what I'm doing for my car. But what I'm doing right now is I went and bought the parts yesterday, so I'm going to go get it fixed. And essentially that's what this draft is for us right now. Those 10 picks are those parts. And in order for us to fix, I guess, the little bit of mess that we're in. And to be completely honest, there's a disclaimer. I'm not complaining or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of teams right now that I say that we're a problem only because as a kid, I got used to watching the Cowboys win Super Bowls. So get into the playoffs or just winning the division just isn't enough for me. So when I go on the tangent or I go on the rant like I went yesterday, it's not that I'm saying it's the end of the world. I truthfully believe that this Cowboys team is a 10-6, 11-5 team as it stands right now. Now, as Cowboy Nation, we all want the same thing. We all want our team to win the Super Bowl. So if me going on a rant or something like that turns you off, just letting you guys know that it all comes from a good place. And yesterday when I talked about the whole situation about the Cowboys as far as the front office and I guess them targeting receivers was good, Tropical. When I was talking about them targeting receivers, while it's true, I just want to let you guys know that what I meant by that is that I believe that they should be focusing on more than just receiver. They can focus on receiver, and in the first 3 rounds they can take a receiver. I have no objections to that at all. If they want to take a receiver at 19 and it's the best available person there, cool. By all means, go for it. Now, do I want a receiver at 19? I think that we can bolster up our team a little bit more in that time frame. But we could take a receiver there. Now, Steven's comments yesterday kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because like Chad is bringing up right now, safety and linebacker are also positions that we can create competition at. That's all I was really saying yesterday with my video, is that I feel that they're playing into the narrative of, oh, well, the Dez hot topic is an issue. So the front office is playing to what sells in the newspapers and stuff like that. But what rubs me the wrong way as a fan is that it's almost like what goes in the headlines. Like, I get it. You know, Jerry owns the team, Steven owns the team, they own the team, their family owns the team. But they're also GMs. And at what point, you know, does football outweigh selling tickets? You know what I mean? Like, at what point does the football operations aspect of it outweigh, like, what's in the news or what people are saying about us or ratings? So my thing is, like, I look at what the Patriots did yesterday. Now, keep in mind, yes, the Cowboys are the #1 team as far as money in the league, as far as controversy, as far as like clickbaiting and all of that type of stuff. The Cowboys are the #1 team. But when it comes to #2, the #2 team is the New England Patriots, and they caught us in Super Bowls, and they're #2 as far as worth. But you got to ask yourself this question, right? Why is it that New England is able to operate the way that they are? And see, New England has just as many headlines as we do. When something happens in New England, they deal with a lot of drama too. If you go back to the Super Bowl, leading up to it, a lot of the drama was between Tom Brady, Belichick, and Kraft. But when it comes down to football, New England keeps their mouth shut. You're not going to get anything out of them when it comes to operations, when it comes to what they want to do next. You're not going to get anything about the draft or trades or anything like that. You're not going to get anything out of them. But it's almost like the Cowboys, they just can't help but to be seen. Jerry, Steven, Will McClay's behind the scenes, so we don't know what he's doing or what he's not doing. That's why a lot of the time Will McClay doesn't get the blame for a lot of this stuff. But when it comes to football moves with New England, and I use New England as an example because who else can you use when it comes to what you want to achieve? Like, they've been in the show more than anybody as of recent, and they're probably going to go to the show again. So what I mean by, if you look at their move yesterday with trading Brandon Cooks and securing the number 23 pick, I believe, maybe it was 21, I can't remember which one it is, 21, 23, something like that, and the whole draft, the Cowboys would have never been able to make that type of move because they have to let somebody know that they have something cooking. And that's what kind of blows me about being a fan, is that there's no type of moves that we can make behind the scenes because we have to let everybody know that something's going on. And in turn, what that does is it kills the type of leverage that you have when it comes to negotiations. Like, who the hell wants to deal with somebody that's going to tell everything? Like, if you go back to your life, like, and the people that you deal with, you don't deal with people that tell all your secrets. And if I'm a team, I don't want everybody to know that I'm trying to trade Earl Thomas, or what I gave up, or what's in the working. Like, I want to work behind the scenes, and when it gets done, it gets done. But with us, you know, with the Cowboys, a lot of that stuff can't get done because they can't keep their mouths shut, or they just got to keep people thinking that they're doing this or whatever. Now, a lot of people say stuff like, oh, they don't want to show their hand, but they show their hand all the damn time. They show their hand all the damn time, and I can't think of another organization that shows their hands the way that the Cowboys do. And I believe that's probably why a lot of people just get sick and tired of the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are always in the news. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the 5 rings, and I love that, you know, they say everything's bigger in Texas, even though I'm in the DMV. But I mean, at the same time, when it comes to football, I'm a football guy, and I don't really like talking to politics about it or whatnot. I really don't. If you guys pay attention to what I talk about, I for the most part, I talk about the football aspect of what's carrying the political talk or whatnot. Like, I talk X's and O's for the most part. And I really can't stand the fact that we have to be so political that we're trying to sell constantly. Like, but when you look at New England's situation, they have somebody, Belichick, who can just handle the football operations, and Kraft can just kind of chill. Like, the way that ours is set up is that, like, everything just has to be it's just everything has to be out in the open, or everything has to be seen, and I'm really not really feeling that. That's why I went off yesterday. But another thing I wanted to touch on, guys, is the draft. I'm going to the draft. Let me know who else is going to the draft this year. I won't be there the first night, the Thursday night, but I will be at the draft with Mark Holmes and those guys. And we're going to be throwing a big tailgate. If you guys are in Arlington, we're doing a big tailgate. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're going to be watching. We're going to have a big screen. We're going to have food out there. We're going to have a big RV. It's going to be a lot of superstars out there. Foots is going to be out there. E2 Blue is going to be out there. Mark Holmes is going to be out there. Law Nation is going to be out there. I think that we're going to be trying to hook up with Vosh out there. I think that it might be a point in time where we meet up with Mike Fisher at a local bar or something like that. So we plan on doing some big things, man. And if you guys are going to be out there, man, let us know. If you're going to be out there specifically, hit me up on my email, DMV, DallasCowboys@gmail.com, because this draft experience is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, man. You going with us next season? Oh, damn, man. Too bad you can't come this year because, like, to be honest, man, knowing that it's in Arlington this year, it's in Dallas, and the thing about my situation is I just got a new job, so it's a little bit tough on time. That's why when I do videos, I do it in the car, or I do them whenever I can, because, like, I don't have the vacation time built up like I did when I was at my other job. But I'm making this happen. That's why I'm going DMV Blue. That's pretty funny. Not DMV Traffic, not DMV Blue, but DMV Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, man. But I had to make sure that I went, so I'm catching the flight as soon as I can Friday evening, and I'll be down there at about 8 o'clock Texas time, probably right in time for our pick, which is pretty dope. But if you're gonna be there, man, be out there. If not, make sure you're tuning into one of our channels. So that means make sure you're following Mark Holmes, E2 Blue Entertainment. That's E2 BLU Entertainment. Michael Anthony Fitness. Make sure you're following him. Law Nation. We're going to do something special where I believe we're going to be actually, from everybody's channel, we're going to be doing some live videos and stuff from everybody's channel. So we're going to switch it up and do some nice things for you guys. We're going to be having some t-shirts made out there. If anybody's interested in one of the Draft or Bust t-shirts, Mark should probably be talking about that a little bit later. But we got some things cooking for you guys, man. Thanks about telling me about the mock. My mock was on point, man. I tried, man. I did a lot of research. It was a lot harder than I thought, trying to find everybody's needs. And I messed up on one part where I forgot that Arizona, like Bruce Arians is gone. And I thought about that in my head, but I still said it anyway. But my pick was still the same. Regardless, I still think they picked Lamar Jackson at that point. But who knows, man? There's a lot of teams moving up to try and get quarterbacks. So nothing's set in stone right now. But all I know is with all of these quarterbacks moving up the board, it's looking really good for us, guys. It's looking really good to get the type of player that we want. To whereas we can go with a need and the value of a player rather than just drafting a player for the sake of needing that position. So normally that's what happens to the Patriots every damn year. They're in a situation where they can just take the best player available at where they are. A lot of people have these red flags concerns and all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's whether or not you can play. Does your tape speak to what we fit, what our system is, and do you fit in, or can we coach you up? And so we're going to be in a position to whereas, remember when Zach Martin fell to us? That's the type of position we're going to be in this year, which I'm pretty excited about. I like being at 19 because we're going to get us an absolute stud at that position. It's just a matter of what position we're going to do it at. Safety or linebacker in the first. I don't think there's going to be a safety at 19, to be completely honest. Now, if safeties fall for some odd reason, because you never know, people trade up and people do dumb stuff all of the time. The Miami Dolphins being one of them. They're definitely a team that does a lot of dumb stuff. But I mean, we'll see, man. For me, I'm thinking guard. I mean, I see safety and linebacker, but I say guard. I'm really all over the guard situation right now because you're going to have two of the best guards right there, and they're going to be guys that are probably can't miss all pros. So that's how I feel. Chad, you trading up for Derwin? Well, be prepared to miss out on some good players in this draft. Because if you trade up for Derwin, I'm thinking you're going to have to go top 10. And if you go top 10, you're going to have to give up number 50. And there's a possibility you got to give up number 81 too. So for me, that's a little too rich for me at this point. But it is what it is. The Cowboys are going to do what the Cowboys do. I'm not trading up. I'll just let whoever falls to me fall to me. Now, if we're talking about trading up maybe 3 spaces or something like that, where we can give up like number 81, our 81st pick, then I'm all for that. I'll trade up and do that. But if we got to trade up in the top 10, I'm not trading up to get Derwin James. And I've said it, and my stance is with Derwin James, that's the only player I'm trading up for. I'm not trading up for any other player in this draft. But I want to open this up for some Q&A for you guys. I did enough talking. I've talked for 16 minutes. Just, I guess, promoting the draft and talking about my video yesterday that I did on Stephen Jones. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's a pretty good video. I'm highlighting David Hellman, Cowboy staffer, some of his tweets yesterday and the statement from Stephen Jones that he made on 105.3 The Fan, where he pretty much confirmed not only with his words but the actions of what the Cowboys are doing, that they're going to look to get a receiver in the first 3 rounds if they can. Okay, so let me see. Chad, I'm gonna give you the first one. How about Beasley in the 3rd for Earl Thomas? Shit, I do that all damn day. I just don't think Seattle will take it. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a dark horse in there, man. There is a dark horse. See, right now, New England has a lot of ammo because they have, I believe they have, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I think they have 4 picks within the top 50, man. So they got a lot of ammo to get anybody that they want. They can move up in the draft if there's somebody they want to get, or if there's a player being held hostage, they can get him too. So some things have changed yesterday. They changed drastically. Let me see. Would you consider taking a corner at 19, moving Cheeto to safety? Well, I don't know if we'd have to move Cheeto to safety because we do have some 2 budding safeties. And don't get me wrong, I've said this before that we should draft some safeties if we can upgrade from those guys. But considering that Cheeto can play some safety, and then actually, you know, I would consider taking a corner. I know a lot of people kill me for that, but if you got a corner in there that fits what Chris Richard wants to do, I'm all for it, bros. I'm all for it. Because the corner position, in my opinion, we're in a good position right now, but we also have to fit with what our coaches are preaching and what our coaches coach up, and if they fit our scheme. And so since we're doing that at the receiver position, why the hell can't we do that at the corner position, or the safety position, or the linebacker position, or one position that nobody's really talking about but us fans, and that's the tight end position? So, yeah, I mean, I would consider taking a corner. Why not? Because if a guy like Denzel Ward, or who's another guy, or Jair Alexander, I know that they're a little bit smaller compared to what Chris Richard likes, but Isaiah Oliver, it fits the build of what Chris Richard would like. Maybe not at 19, but I would consider taking a corner at 19. If Ward falls, you take him or trade back. I think it depends on what else is on the board. But, man, I really like Denzel Ward. I like Denzel Ward a lot. Watching his tape, he's small. He's like 5'10", about 184, I believe. But he's an absolute dog, and he's very competitive out there. And he's I mean, but if I got a guard there, if I got Hernandez, man, I'm really big on taking Hernandez at 19. You're going to have to be like Roquan Smith or Derwin James, Minka Fitzpatrick, one of those guys, or Tremaine Edmonds, in order for me not to take Hernandez at that pick. That's just me, though. I wouldn't be pissed off. I would like win. I wouldn't be mad at getting Ridley at 19 at all. I'm kind of growing on DJ Moore. I know I did my video a couple months back or whatnot when I thought when DJ Moore, when I thought he was a little bit shorter than what he was. But I'm growing on DJ Moore a little bit more and hearing about his workouts and stuff like that. I'm growing on him. So I still wouldn't want to take him at 19, but I wouldn't be mad. Sutton at 19, nah, I'll pass on Sutton at 19. Just because Sutton, in my opinion, doesn't run good enough routes, and he doesn't get the type of separation that I like. Now, if I had a more accurate quarterback, if I had a different type of quarterback, I would consider taking Sutton at 19. But considering what we have, and I'm all in on Dak Prescott. I'm all in on Dak Prescott. So I think we need to make the team. We need to build the team around what makes more sense for him. And I think that a quicker receiver who's better at the line, at releasing and getting into your stem and creating a little bit more separation, I think that would fit Dak Prescott a lot more than Sutton, because a lot of us give Dez problems for not being able to create separation, and we already have that. So why waste that at 19? So I mean, Sutton at 19, I probably wouldn't. I probably would draft a defensive player or a guard at 19. But, you know, I would tell you that a guy that is very slept on, that I am huge on, and Clarence kills me all the time for this, but Anthony Miller is a guy that has is gone under the radar, man, and he has all of the attributes that you would want in the type of receiver today. Because, see, the thing is, the way that the league is today, you can't really touch receivers too much anymore. So the quicker, smaller type of guys that are athletic, that can jump, that can cut on the dime, they're winning today. And DJ Moore, Anthony Miller, they're high on my list. I will put them above Sutton. At this point, I have Christian Kirk and James Washington above Sutton at this point. And that's just based on my preference, though. That's not everybody else's preference. That's just based on what I think the Cowboys need. Let's see what else. See, yeah, a lot of people talking guard. Let's say Dre the Great said help Dak better than defense. To be honest, we can do both. I don't understand why people feel that we have to focus on one area. I think that we can help the defense and we can help Dak at the same time. So, like, we got 10 picks. We can package some stuff together and move up in certain rounds and stuff like that. I think we can do both. We just have to be smart about it. They just have to make sure that they've done their due diligence on the guys that they're bringing in, because I think a lot of the times they haven't missed on their first round picks lately because they've been doing their homework on the first round picks. Now, my worry is, are they doing their homework? Sorry, guys. I went under a tunnel, so I lost it a little bit. I see tight end in the fourth. I'm not opposed to that, man, because there's some really good tight ends out there. Mark Andrews, Gesicki, Hurst. Somebody let me know if I'm missing anybody, but there's some really good tight ends. What are your thoughts on the running back class this year, Dre? We just picked up Olawale, so we don't necessarily need a back that can just step in, a third down type of back that can step up and block. Now, of course, it'd be cool to do so, but we kind of need a guy that can kind of move the change. That's a change of pace from what we already have, and I believe that Penny's one of those guys. All right, cool. Sorry, I keep going under tunnels. Yeah, I don't know why my stream keeps cutting off, so maybe it's telling me that I need to cut this short, but maybe I'll jump on a little bit later and we'll talk about this a little bit later. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The guys that are still on, appreciate it, man. This is the highlight, one of the highlights of my day besides seeing my kids. So I want to go get my car fixed, but you guys make sure that you tune in a little bit later. We can talk this draft a little bit more, but make sure you guys, if you are coming to the draft, link up with us, man. Get some of that Jobu punch and some of those Jobu wings. All right, guys. Peace out.